Welcome back to Legendary Mail Games. I'm your host, Joe. And boy, did I find one of the most fun quests, I think, in all of Far Harbor.
We need an outside set of eyes.
Where did the crime take place?
At the Cliff's Edge Hotel, just north of the town. Will you help us? There may still be a murderer at large.
Who's the victim?
Well, we want to keep this out of the tabloids, but it's Ezra Parker, the financier of the hotel. Will you help us solve this heinous crime?
Who are your employers?
I shouldn't say out here in the open, but my employers are quite wealthy, as are the other patrons of the hotel. Please, you must help us. Every moment we wait, our residents are at risk.
Is this conversation on the clock?
Oh, yes. Well, I suppose I do have a bit of petty cash on me that I could provide for your time. Will you help us solve this heinous crime?
This type of investigation usually requires a retainer.
Oh, you're a private investigator, not an employee of the state. Well, yes, then I suppose a retainer can be arranged. Please, you must help us. Every moment we wait, our residents are at risk.
If there may be a murderer, I'm gonna need some danger pay as well.
I'm afraid that's all I have on me, but my employers are, well, rather wealthy, and I can definitely put a word in for you. Please, you must help us. Every moment we wait, our residents are at risk.
Okay, I'll help.
Oh, thank goodness. Shall I guide you to the Cliff's Edge Hotel now?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's be off then.
Seriously, who doesn't love a good murder mystery? And we've literally got the perfect partner for us on this mission. So, we are going to the Cliff's Edge Hotel, which luckily is not too far from here, oddly enough. Now, the way this quest started was literally me just fast traveling back to Far Harbor, and Pearl just kind of appeared there talking to the other locals. So apparently she's been looking for this investigator for quite some time. I wonder if she heard Nick was here, or maybe our popularity is finally starting to grow in this crazy place.
Ought to be fired.
As you can see there, it makes you wonder who these residents are. My guess is we're going to be dealing with super mutants. I have no idea because this is a blind run. It could be ghouls. I mean, she did say residents, which makes me think it's one of the two humanoid types. I doubt it's going to be trappers. As you can see here, because of the thick fog, I'm just going to constantly verify that we're okay with VATS. If this can give us enough experience, we might finally be able to max out our strength stat today. And if we do that, I'm going to immediately set us up to go get the strength bobblehead, because that will put our strength at least 11, guaranteeing the best possible carry weight for us going forward. That way, hopefully, we don't get over encumbered every 2 seconds we go on these quests. Now, I have no idea what in the world's creating this glow. I'm guessing the blight, but something must be shining on it that I'm not seeing. Huh. Alright, let's continue up here. As you see, she's taking us right to it, and there it is. This is the Cliff's Edge Hotel. Literally just a brisk pace from where we were. And my gosh, the architecture on this thing is outstanding. It literally just stretches over and across the roads. So what in the world we're going to be dealing with in here, I have no idea. Hopefully she'll give us a little bit more information to work with. And again, still no enemies nearby. Think we're good. Good. Got anything for us, Pearl?
The hotel staff really needs to do something about the lobby. I should warn you, some of the other hotel guests are a bit, rowdy. I was forced to defend myself when a few became a bit handsy, shall we say. The registered patrons are in a more exclusive area of the hotel, though, and do not associate with this sort of rabble. Shall we be off?
Yeah, let's go.
Very good. This way.
Alright, so based on that, I am absolutely guessing ferals at this point. So let's go ahead, get our shotgun that does extra damage to feral ghouls, because I have a feeling
The elevators seem to be out of order.
elevator's out of order. Yep, this is setting itself up to be a true horror story, and yep, Nick is already on the case. My gosh, Nick, that is like the perfect weapon for you. Somehow you have been cutting down literally everything Far Harbor has to offer with that searing shish kebab that we got from the Saugus Ironworks. That is unbelievable. Abraham's grandfather would be very pleased to know it's being put to good use by a synth detective. So, now that we go ahead and get all this stuff taken care of, let's see what this place has to offer. It is huge. Makes you wonder what this place used to be and how in the world there are still survivors here. We should probably quick save just to be safe, because we're still technically in the overworld. Don't want to lose any of this progress. Now, any chance we do have to go ahead and pick our way into places, nice. Let's go ahead and do that. One of these, I feel, is going to actually give us the trophy for lockpicking, because I know we're getting right on the cusp of it. We're a little bit further away from hacking, and of course, here come the legendaries already. So, Legendary Reaver, I mean, Nick is already on it with the shish kebab. I've got you from behind. You have no chance, buddy. As he comedically falls down the stairs in slow motion. So this one does... interesting enough. Let's continue on. We're not going to waste too much time with that. Instead, let's switch to the combat rifle that we got. This one, again, gives you 150 damage resistance whenever you're reloading. So basically, if you ever have to reload this thing, you're pretty much invincible. Don't worry about it. And if you want to just keep running it, all three of us, it's your funeral, buddy. So far, so good. I absolutely love it when you get that extra companion. This was the same kind of thing we had when we were helping Travis with rescuing Vadim. It's literally just having two different companions with you. I absolutely love it. And I heard there was actually a way that you could keep Travis pretty much as a companion forever. Basically, just take the quest, meet up with him, and then just immediately ignore Vadim. I mean, it's not like he's going anywhere. He'll just be tied up until the end of time.
Got a thing for antiques, huh?
Yefim might not appreciate it too much, but technically you can keep a Travis as a partner pretty much forever because he's an essential character at that point. I'm sure Fallout does it probably at other points in the game too. Like maybe right now we could just ignore going wherever she's trying to take us, but then again, she's also not following us, so I have a feeling if we left this location, Pearl would not go with us. Should probably just float in place waiting for us to continue on. And again, these ghouls are nothing to this shotgun. Yes, there are much better shotgun options. There's the combat shotgun, which holds much larger magazine. I think it's like 16 shots right off the bat, and you can upgrade it even further. And then you've also got the auto combat shotgun, which is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, it's basically a rapid-fire shotgun. But this one literally does extra damage to ghouls, and right there with the level up, did we finally do it? Let's see. And just like that, our strength is max. So you know what this means. Next episode, at least at the beginning of the episode, we are grabbing that strength bobblehead. That means our strength will be raised above 10 to 11 base. So if any of our equipment, which I believe either our arms or our legs right now, is actually increasing our strength stat, I believe it's our legs. That means even more carry weight for us, so less trips to the dumpster, less trips to the workshop, and less stuff we have to throw on our allies, making exploration so much easier. Now, where the strength bobblehead is, if you're not sure or familiar with it, is in the massive mass fusion building, which is right there beside Swan's Pond, that we discovered a few episodes back when we saved Nick. And if you're not sure just by the name of it, it's basically the gigantic, tall, red skyscraper in town by Diamond City. You literally can't miss it. I believe it's the tallest building in the entire city. Just go to the very top floor, and I think it's on top of a statue in the middle. It's kind of infuriating, because it's not obvious unless you're really looking around. You're expecting it to be on a desk somewhere, but no, it's literally sitting on top of a statue hanging over the abyss. Very easy to overlook if you're not knowing what to look for. So as you can see, there's plenty of things to clear out, and it's amazing how some of these ghouls just don't respond until you attack them. I'm not sure if that's a programming thing or if it's literally just past their bedtime, but either way, we're taking full advantage of it. So, up and around this crazy winding hotel we go. Apparently something happened to these guests, and we really need to figure it out. Obviously, the terminals and such, I actually am reading. I'm just editing them out if they're nothing useful. That way, you don't have to waste time with me sitting here reading everything on camera. But I have a feeling we're going to get some story plot to this area, because it seems way too detailed and intricate of an area not to have some sort of big backstory behind it. So let's continue on our way. Again, the fact that this is almost right beside Far Harbor and we didn't even know it was here is amazing. So, down the next set of stairs. You don't want to go in, Pearl. Must be something dangerous, I'm guessing. Let's see. I have a sneaking suspicion when she refuses to move forward. That's probably a good sign of something bad. Yeah. Nope, just normal ferals. I don't even know where the heck he came from. Thanks, Nick. Fog ghoul.
Hoping they stay gone.
Literally just see things just flying off the banister behind me now. What in the world is going on here? I have no idea. That one's boarded up, and holy crap! He had to turn his glow on. Are you kidding me? He literally had to turn his glow on. He did not default that way. Apparently the glowing one's literally normal ghouls until they decide not to be. What in the absolute heck, you guys? Nick, I'm sorry, but you gotta deal with this one. He's a bit much for us. Jeez. We'll take the Reaver, though, don't you worry. We still got your back. And apparently there's a withered ghoul. Jeez. We must be right about wherever we're supposed to be finding in here. If they're literally throwing legendary glowing ones, withered ghouls, and reavers at us. My gosh. Can you stop that? We are literally half irradiated with barely any health. Thank you. Turn that glow off for good. That is unbelievable. I never knew that the glowing ones literally could turn it on and off. They're kind of like a flashlight. So now that that catastrophe's been dealt with, let's see what's going on, because I would say with that many high-tier enemies, we must be about there. And down we go. And keep going. Oh, there's the Dunwich statue. Easter egg. Spoilers, maybe, kind of, for those who know. And let's keep it moving down here. Looks like these have already been taken out, so we'll take full advantage of that. Alright, look at all this old stuff that they're trying to preserve. I mean, anything that's silver and gold we're absolutely taking, because that is extremely rare crafting materials. And did we finally find something
This
you
elevator
stopped.
leads to the exclusive area of the hotel. You should feel quite privileged that they will be allowing you in.
Alright, so we finally found the working elevator. Good. So, just checking this area, because it, oddly enough, does have really good loot. Apparently, whoever survived this thing is hiding under here, which is also the point of the murder mystery. So, let's see what we can find now that we verified this is all pretty average stuff. And an old school jukebox. So, I love how they have the regular apocalyptic Fallout, and then they have hints of the old world mixed in together. Over here, Nick, I think we're supposed to take this one. It doesn't look very stable, but we're going down anyway. Sorry, Pearl, you didn't make it. But don't you worry, because our partner, he's literally just going to teleport into existence right beside us. Never a dull moment on the job, is there, Nick? Alright, just in case something's waiting for us out here. Looks good. Wow, clean laundry. Okay, we have stumbled upon something here. How do we have clean stuff in Fallout? This almost screams like we've got a vault or something. Maybe an enclave site? I mean, somehow they're keeping old school stuff clean. Let's see. So we go ahead, just make sure. Apparently this is the laundromat from the hotel. I mean, we've got the washers on the bottom, the dryers on top. I love the attention to detail. Even though our local laundromat, which I actually went to for the first time in years, apparently washers are on one side of the room, dryers on the other. I guess it can work either way. So what do we have over here? Oh yes, it was a vault. What the heck? Is this even a map marker? Wow, was not expecting this.
Greetings! Welcome to Vault 118, your home away from home, underground. Are you the detective we sent for?
Yes, I'm the detective.
Thank goodness. Let me just open the door for you.
Maxwell, you sound suspiciously like Codsworth. What in the world is going on here? I'm pretty sure I opened the door myself.
Well.
Huh.
This place just got a little more
This place
interesting.
definitely looks like the original old school world. Wow. Oh, it is Codsworth.
Well, it's about
All
time
right.
the police sent someone out to investigate. We have many important residents and they are very worried.
Let's talk about my compensation first.
Very well. Consider this a retainer. Have a look at the crime scene for clues. And when you're ready,
Sounds
we can
like
discuss
trouble.
your findings. They're at the crime scene again. Don't they realize that they're going to disturb the evidence? You'd better come with me, detective.
I mean, who doesn't love a good murder mystery? And I'm starting to wonder, is this a vault full of robots? Maybe? Oh, yes, I think it is.
Not see the glory of defeat, the artistry.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Excuse me?
Ezra, you have outdone yourself. This is your finest world. There is more emotion in his death than most have had in their entire lives.
Our friend is dead, Mr. Avita. Have you no respect?
I'm just saying that at least he had the decency to make a spectacle of it. There is nothing
Please,
worse
if
than
I
a
may.
That's
If
what
I
this
could
is to
just
you?
have your attention.
You're sick.
I'm sorry for shouting, but the detective has arrived and shall begin the investigation henceforth. Please return to your rooms until the detective has examined the crime scene and had a chance to come speak with you.
All right, so we are investigating the Robobrain here. All right, I think that's what they're still calling them in Fallout 4. I'm so used to the
Protect
Fallout
and
3
serve.
terminology. Let's see.
Have a look at the crime scene for clues. And when you're ready, we can discuss your findings. You are free to question the residents, but their safety is our priority. So unless you have solid evidence, I would avoid accusations.
Alright, so be careful with who we accuse. I wonder how difficult this one's gonna be. So he had a tie on.
Looks like the brain enclosure was smashed.
Yep, the brain enclosure's been broke. We've got blood nearby. What else do we have in this little makeshift crime scene? Follow the blood. That's probably a good idea. We got a baseball bat. Mm-hmm. The fence buster ignores 30% of the target's damage and energy resistance. Ooh,
baseball bat.
At least for a melee weapon, that seems like a pretty good effect. I mean, it basically completely. We got a paint can too. Also, Valentine loves this. Literally, Far Harbor, just take Nick here to get his affinity maxed out. Pretty much everything you do here, he loves. Uncontrollably, too.
Hello again, Detective. Was there anything else?
Tell me about the victim.
Mr. Ezra Parker was the primary owner and financier for the hotel. He had vast experience managing venture projects around the world. It was his idea to have our premier clients become investors in the vault section of the hotel. He worked with Vault Tech to have this built to their every specification. Was there anything else?
I found the murder weapon.
Oh no. That's the bat from Mr. McKinney's movie. You don't think he could be involved, do you? I can't imagine him ever doing such a thing. Was there anything else?
I'm not sure where I should start.
I suppose you should try to figure out how he died, and then who had the means and motive to kill him. Once you have enough evidence, then I suppose you'll need to confront the killer. Was there anything else?
Never mind.
I'll be here, should you need me.
Alright, you heard it there. We got the green light to take out the killer once we figure out who in the world it is.
See what I can do.
Go ahead and drop off our stuff with Nick. Again, that's why we're getting the strength bobblehead right after this.
Protect and serve. Protect
and again,
and serve.
This is why we've been focusing on getting all of our stats up to 10. There's Pearl.
Welcome to the Vault 118 gift shop. Looking for a gift to bring back to that special someone?
Did you have any thoughts on the case?
I'm afraid not, Detective. We're really at a loss, which is why I was sent to find you. Need to restock on hunting or fishing supplies?
What have you got?
Keepsakes, hunting equipment, and a variety of small personal items. Forgot a personal item at home.
Let's see what you got.
Something for everyone.
Alright, she has a stupid expensive item here called the Dapper Gent, which actually has insanely high resistances for just a hat. So I am absolutely getting that, even though it was stupid expensive, and I pretty much had to sell my entire soul to get it. On top of that, as you can see, decreased damage from robots. That is to be crucial in a vault full of robots, I'm sure. Look at that thing. I get to look like Nick Valentine, yet it's still functional at the same time. I absolutely love it. That may be my permanent hat for a while. Let's continue on. As we are looking for the criminal here, I'm pretty sure I have the right quest listed, because I'm not sure why it's acting like we should leave. As you notice here, that's the concierge just floating around over here. And can we find anything suspicious back here? As you notice, pretty much everything down here is considered stealing. And I'm pretty sure Nick hates it when you steal. I may have to stress test that in a bit. More concierge. The water is clean because this is a vault.
Protect and serve.
And the Protectrons are protecting and serving. You can never not know what the Protectron's duty are. I can tell you and assure you of that. So let's continue on. Yep, make sure that that was the only quest. That was our problem. We had different quests selected. Apparently, we are still trying to get to Acadia to see Nick's special partner in crime, Dima. Now let's go ahead and head over here. Residential, that's probably where we need to go. Lions? Let's see.
Why'd you do it, huh? He deserved better than that.
You think I'm stupid? I saw the way he looked at you. You gonna tell me that's nothing?
It wasn't like that. We were friends. He helped me out of a tight spot or two is all.
I couldn't stand by like some pasty-faced Percy while he put the moves on my best girl.
But now the law is on our tail. What are we going to do?
Come away with me. Let's leave this dark hole of a city behind. We can be in Buenos Aires by tomorrow.
Oh, I want to believe you, I do, but they'll never let us go.
Then we'll make our stand here. I've got a gun for each of us.
No, 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 no. The line is, then we'll make our stand here. 2 lovers together with a bullet for each of them.
God, why can't I ever get that line? Forget it. I can't do this right now.
Ugh, fine. I'm going to the beach.
Keith and Gilda, very suspicious conversation you're having.
Well now, if it isn't the brave detective. I haven't seen someone with a body like that in far, far too long.
You're not so bad yourself.
You should have seen me before all this. Red hair that was the envy of every girl and legs for days, darling. I'm sure you'd rather hear some of my stories from the silver screen rather than talk about that nasty murder business.
I must say, you're quite the actress.
What can I say? It just comes naturally. Care to hear some of my stories, detective?
Have you ever done radio? Your voice is quite enchanting.
Well, darling, play your cards right, and maybe I'll whisper some sweet nothings in your ear. Surely you must be here for my salacious stories of the silver screen.
I must say, I've known flesh and blood girls who aren't half the woman you are.
Keep it up, Tiger, and we'll find out if you can handle how much woman I am. Surely you must be here for my salacious stories of the silver screen.
Why don't we grab a bottle of wine and go watch the sunset?
Sounds good, detective.
Oh my gosh, I was just doing it for speech checks. I didn't know that was real. What the heck?
That was great, detective, but we probably shouldn't make a habit of this. Catch you later, Tiger. Hey there, Tiger. Here for more stories about my acting career or something else?
Tell me something.
Sure, darling. What did you need?
I found Keith's baseball bat at the scene of the murder. Any thoughts on how it got there?
I don't know, detective. I can't really imagine Keith killing Ezra. Did you need something else?
What were you and Keith talking about when I came in?
Oh, that? We were rehearsing. Gotta stay sharp if we're going to rebuild Hollywood. But Keith always gets flustered when he's upset. Did you need something else?
Never mind.
I'll be around, languishing from your inattention.
My gosh, Gilda, when you were a human, you must have been a wild child.
Hello, detective. How can I help? Did you have questions about the case?
I found your baseball bat at the crime scene. Care to explain how it got there?
Someone is clearly trying to frame me for the murder. It's probably Santiago. You saw him skulking around the crime scene.
What were you and Gilda talking about when I walked in?
Oh, we were just rehearsing a scene. Nothing to worry about.
I think you're the murderer. The brain enclosure was smashed in, and your bat was at the scene of the crime.
What? That makes no sense at all. What motive would I possibly have to kill Ezra?
Maybe you could give me a reason it couldn't be you.
I would never harm Ezra, detective. I was in love with him.
Tell me about yourself.
We went over this before, detective. There's no motive.
The motive doesn't matter. All the clues point to you.
This is bullshit. You can't just convict me without motive. You're not the law. You're a dead man.
My gosh, the plot thickens. So Keith was literally in love with Ezra and was jealous that Ezra was looking suspiciously at Gilda, which immediately makes me wonder if he was planning on potentially doing something to Gilda as well, considering he was trying to get her alone. Oh my gosh, the love fiasco this was.
Anything useful?
And again, Nick Valentine absolutely liked that. Unbelievable.
Protect
Maxwell,
and
you're not to
serve.
believe
I
this.
found the killer. It was Keith.
That's just terrible. I can't believe it. And after all this time. Thank you for your assistance, Detective. The residents pooled this to pay for your services.
This was unbelievable. You had
Protect
one-on-one
and serve. Protect
male
and
robot
serve.
action
Protect and
where
serve.
one male was jealous, the other one was actually potentially seeing a woman. Mind erupted.
Thank goodness that's over. Did you need something, Detective? Need to restock on hunting or fishing supplies?
No, not interested.
Perhaps another time.
I couldn't believe it either, Pearl. This is unbelievable. Let's go ahead and check back here just to make sure there's no hidden goodies. I mean, this is a vault after all. There's got to be something of our collectibles here. I refuse to believe there's nothing. As you can see here, clean suits for your guys. We've got red dresses for the women to really make them look good whenever we're done with their affinities. Piper's already in civilian clothes, so don't need anything like that just yet, but always good to have on hand. So let's go ahead over here, and it looks like we can pick a few of these locks back at the museum. So this is again the Cliff's Edge Hotel. We're technically though in Vault 118. So he basically did what they did in the Park Street station with Nick, where you had the underground vault. I think it was 104 that he was stuck in with Skinny Malone. The vault was not something you could fast travel to. Instead, you had to fast travel to the station. So it looks like it's the same thing here. So let's just keep our exploration. There's a key.
There we go.
Oh, the Overseer's key. Here we go. So it looks like we need to check out the Overseer's office. And actually, it looks like this is a room we can take over down here, because nothing is considered stealing. Wait a second. So we basically can have our own room down here, in case you wanted to live down with the robots. Yep, because you can even sleep on the bed. Perfect. So literally right beside the museum, we can take that room for ourselves. And even the stuff here is not considered stealing. So let's go ahead, grab what we can, and make our great escape. As you can see, some of them are too much for us right now, expert locks. But we can get a few of them with our advanced. Go ahead and get this cleaned up and taken care of. Just a little bit more over here. Come on.
That's it.
Got it. And there are all the skulls, happy to see us and become bone in our workshop. A pirate hat even.
Never get stuck in one of these things again.
Such an awesome area. So basically they give you display cases to put things on display down here. Absolutely love it. Especially with Pearl's gift shop actually having some good items. I mean, they did have healing items and ammo. And one thing is for sure, you don't have to worry about being attacked by anything down here now that that love triangle got squashed. As you can see, things are still sealing, and yep, just confirmed it. Nick does dislike it whenever you take something. At least when he sees you take something. Haha, Nick, we know the secret. Just make sure he's not facing you when it happens. And just like that, you can see there is a lot of good stuff here. We can yoink a few things without him noticing, but we don't want to make a habit of it down here. It actually does look really pristine as we try and figure out what the idea of this vault was. Why do we have robots down here underneath a giant hotel? Hopefully when we get to the Overseer's office, we're finally going to get the answer to all this. So let's go ahead and try to figure out a way to get there as we still verify, yep, even though we saved the day, all that is still considered stealing. They kept it realistic, to our dismay. However, if you do decide to settle down here, you do get some workstations to work with, as we've got a chemistry station right there. Again, just beautiful scenery, plenty of things for your settlements. I guess if you were on a killing rampage and just destroyed all the robots, you could just take whatever you wanted. And right up there you can see above the statue is the Overseer's office. So let's go ahead and try to find that infamous staircase up to it.
Protect and serve.
It's got to be around here somewhere. As you can see over here, we've got the workers keeping guard over the main atrium. And back here, again, everything is stealing. That is the only thing I'm not a fan of, but I understand it. They don't want you snatching the stuff, even though they're robots and probably don't even use the stuff. I get it. We'll play by the rules for now. Let's go ahead and head on up the stairs. Now we got this taken care of. And looks like we should be getting to the Overseer's office. Yeah, we're up top now. So now on the upper walkway of the atrium, let's go ahead this way and finally figure out what has been going on here, because I'm sure his terminal will spill the beans. It's also going to go ahead and give us another holotape, one of the very few that we have here in Far Harbor to get. So let's make sure to go ahead and pull the holotape out of his terminal. As we see, there's nothing else really here of note. We'll go ahead and play the holotape here in just a minute or so. So again, always check these terminals, because there may be a holotape for you to take out of it. And the story of this area, which I went ahead and figured out, is that they kept the rich people down here in the vault, and they kept the poor people up top side. Basically, the poor people, the ones that ended up turning into ghouls. So 300 of them and 10 of the rich people down here. So it was 300 versus 10 in experiment to see if the poor people would overrun the rich people down here and just take what they wanted. Apparently, either the security was way too good down here, or it just never happened, because you saw what all went down, because everyone was ghouls up top side, and down here everyone seemed to be okay. So let's go ahead. As you see here, now none of this is stealing except for that picture frame for some reason. And let's go ahead and play this holotape so we can get the words straight from the Overseer himself.
Progress on construction of the second wing of the vault is completely stalled. Once the premier area of the vault had been completed, funding seems to have been cut off. My supervisors have informed me that they haven't received payment from Mr. Parker, and Vault-Tec won't pay out of pocket to continue construction. I've repeatedly approached Ezra about the finances, but he keeps telling me that Mrs. Riggs hasn't transferred the funds. However, when I asked her, Juliana said that she had just given Ezra extra for the gold paint in the rooms. I've hired an investigator to look for signs of embezzlement in a few weeks.
Moral of the story, never trust a vault, no matter how innocent it may seem. And as you see down here, you actually do have potters that you can go ahead and get fresh produce from. So again, just showing that you really could make a settlement down here, but it would just be an absolute pain to navigate down here every single time. So let's go ahead and see if there's anything else that we need to explore while we're here, because we did hear Gilda say she was going to the beach. Something tells me that is more than just metaphor. So let's continue searching and find that beach, which is at this point a cult classic location when it comes to Far Harbor, just because of the spectacle of it. So let's go ahead. As you can see here, the generator room, it is going crazy. There's the stuff to make the guy's green paint for the Great Green Wall back at Diamond City. And now let's go ahead down here. As you can see, it looks like we are getting into the more techie side of things, and we actually have more of a residence hall down here. And this is what we absolutely need set up at our settlement. However, I notice here it doesn't seem to operate the same way. But at our settlement, you can get these rings set up that basically when you stand under them, they actually remove your radiation for you. So that is an absolute must.
I can't believe it.
And Bert Riggs over here literally can't believe it. I would say these people you probably could have questioned.
Good job, Detective.
And Juliana, because we did have the option to question pretty much everyone, but let's be honest, we literally went right to the perpetrator. I mean, we overheard it in literally the very first place we went to, so we didn't need to, but I'm sure we probably could have questioned them back during that time. So over here you can see again everything is stealing. My gosh, you guys.
Tell me we don't need to find something in here.
We will play by the rules as much as we don't want to right now. Just because Nick is with us, we cannot upset Nick. Especially since this DLC is already going to be traumatizing enough for him. Potential foreshadowing. And right here we can see it. There it is. Gilda was telling us about it. We finally made it. With the jukebox, here's the beach.
You think anyone actually felt like they were at the beach in here? Yeah, me neither.
I don't know, Nick. I think it's a pretty convincing beach, especially considering the water is not irradiated down here. Though I can understand why Gilda is not taking a swim. Although somehow, despite your open circuitry, you seem to be waterproof, Nick. That's good to know. Oh my gosh. The things they make in Fallout. Who in the world would have even thought there was a vault down here? Much less thought there was a literal makeshift beach down here. So, let's go ahead and make our way back topside. This has been an absolutely outstanding location. Definitely never expected anything like this would be down below. But let's keep in mind there are still places that we have not seen on the way up.
Detective. Thank you for your help, Detective.
Maxwell giving us his thanks on the way back out. So let's quickly run over here and just retracing our steps enough, because once we get past the elevator loop here, we can finally go ahead and fast travel out. However, again, we do want to just take a look around the immediate area, make sure there's nothing valuable or interesting that we're missing here, because you know Fallout, and they're not going to put things in obvious places. I mean, literally the strength bobblehead sitting on top of the abyss of the tallest building in the Commonwealth, to where you can easily overshoot it and fall to your death is telling enough. So let's go ahead and try and find a way past this stubborn lock to get in here and see what we can find. It looks like we've got even more rooms to scavenge, and luckily over here in the poor section, I guess the vault considered, stuff is not stealing. As you can see, we can actually get valuable things for our settlement here. So, this area is just amazing. The Cliff's Edge Hotel. Again, just a brisk walk away from Far Harbor itself. This has been an absolutely outstanding location so far, and definitely one I'm going to remember. I mean, the vault full of robots, the murder mystery, the beach hiding down below, and the fact that you could literally live there, and buddy, you're not fooling anyone. Literally. It did not say I could take anything from you. So, let's go ahead and get that out of here. And now, as we see here, this area looking good. So we go ahead and pick everything clean. At this point, I think we're about ready to go. Let's make sure that we are outdoors enough that we can fast travel. Since, again, all the elevators stay deactivated, making only one true way back into that vault. So as you can see, everything here has already been looted. and we should be far enough away from Vault 118 now that we should be able to fast travel back. If that's the case, we are heading back to our settlement that we have here first. So as you can see, there's the outside world. Now we know we're safe to fast travel. There is a radiation storm here, so we'll just get past that. Now back to Dalton Farm. That way we can finally put our loot up. And one thing we've also been ignoring is the 2 people that actually do exist on this farm. It's been hard to believe because they're over on the other end. They're over by the beach. And since we can't do anything with the crops because they're not growing, we should probably assign those 2 people to it. So again, this gives us a clear idea of what we are going to be tackling next time. You know, heading back to Commonwealth for the first time in ages will finally give us a chance to upgrade our arsenal, since all of our junk to upgrade things with is back at the Kingsport Lighthouse. So we are absolutely heading back there so that we can finally get our strength bobblehead right at the start of the next one. Now, will we proceed beyond that? Let's just see how long it takes to conquer the mass fusion building. I actually don't think it'll take that long. You know, even though it's the biggest building in the Commonwealth, it's basically just a tall tower overrun by gunners. So, now back to the Commonwealth. We have finally made it. All the stuff's been put up, and yes, some of the weapons have been upgraded. If you've not already, please check out the Fallout 4 playlist. Like, share, comment, subscribe so more people can see our videos, and we'll see you back next time. Take care, everyone.